Hi, my name is Mia. I'm an embodiment teacher, and in this video I want to give you the main reason why you're not getting the transformation and the results you're craving for, why your life is not changing in the way you desire. So what is the transformation? Somehow we want to wake up, we want to be in our life and feel like, yeah, something is different. You feel more free, you feel more liberated, you feel more like you. Some things are more in flow and you feel like you're more in tune and things going your way, right? I mean, that's probably what we're all craving. And if you're like me, then you have done probably hundreds of hours of session with other people, like healing sessions, like energetic work, maybe astrology, maybe you have done soul readings, maybe you've done Reiki or other kinds of energetic work, you've done body work, maybe you have done a yoga teacher training, maybe a coaching education, or what else? There's so much. You probably have read hundreds of spiritual or personal developmental books, and you have studied multiple systems like human design or gene keys, or astrology, or of course the chakras, and maybe also like Chinese medicine, etc. So you're into healthy nutrition and movement practice, so you do your best to really live a conscious, healthy life, right? And then after years of practice, you feel like, okay, somehow I'm still struggling with the same pattern. And I'm like, how can this be? And it looks like everyone else is doing great, but I'm still struggling with the same pattern. How can this be? And that's my story. And I felt like, why do I feel like I understand so many things more clearly than other people, but somehow I'm still struggling, right? It's like, what is that? Sorry, something is weird with my hair. Okay. So, yeah. Coming back to the video, what is that? What the hell is that? And I had struggles with my ex-partner relationship. I tried to be very conscious and mindful in the way I was talking with him, and it was still not working out. And I really did my best. And what I had to realize, and I'm a movement teacher, I used to be a movement teacher, movement educator, personal trainer. Now for over 15 years I have seen hundreds of fitness professionals moving, of course thousands of people in daily life moving. And what I observe and I also see, and because I have this strong movement background, is that most of the time we're not living that with our full bodies, what we think and believe about ourselves or who we want to become. And this is a nice way of saying, and now I say it very direct, what's the main reason? Hear me out. And it's this fact that we are not embodied enough. We are not embodied enough. And that is the main reason. And this means that all your spiritual work, all your, let's say like your awakened consciousness or your developed consciousness now does not fit, does not match with your body. And I will share a bit more what I mean by that. So to give you a clear example of what I mean, what is the problem is, and what means disembodiment. So I feel when you're not enough in your body, we can also say disembodiment. Let's say, I feel most of us are already connected to our bodies, but we're connected to our bodies in our practices, in the yoga practices, meditations maybe. So there are these moments in life where you feel your body. But what I feel and get very clearly through my own journey is there is so much more possibilities to be in the body, to live through the body, and to really use this potential that the body carries. And by just keep go reading and consuming information, you're basically feeding the mind. By being on social media and scrolling, you're just feeding the disembodiment. By listening to other people, actually, thank you for listening to me right now. And I hope you feel your body right now while I'm speaking and sharing my presence, my embodied presence with you. While listening to others, you bring your attention to multiple places. There are so many departures coming from you in all kinds of direction, past, future, different sorts of people, projects. So this is like energy departure from you. And what I mean is being embodied and being more in your body is like you still being centered in your body. So you still kind of like hold yourself in your center. And there are these departures, but you're not leaving with the energy. Often it's like we're leaving like, we're going out of our body. And the practice that I'm suggesting here, and that's the main practice, there will be another video after this, is like you come back to your body. And that is a very important dedicated practice. That's a decision you have to make for yourself. And it's not something somebody else can do for you. There is no magic pill. I give you the magic pill by sharing this with you. The magic pill is that you have to train if you really want to change the life and really feel like you're living your life. You're not missing your life, because when you're not in your body enough, you're missing the life and the magic and the beauty that is here in your body. And it's incredible what is happening there. But because the external world seems to be more pleasant, more ecstatic, more exciting, it feels, this was my personal experience, it might feel a bit boring in the beginning, where we just kind of like skip all the external adventures. Let me reframe that. Let's say you have to make space first to really have time to tune into your body. And the most effective way of doing this is by really decluttering, looking for the words, decluttering your life, making space for this, making space for you connecting with yourself, stopping the distractions, and then really sitting down and feeling yourself even more than you do in all your conscious practice that you have done before. And now let's dive into a few signs that you might not be embodied enough. So while watching this video, while listening to me, are you in touch with your body right now? Right now? Do you feel yourself here? Or is it now me, by asking this question, bringing you back to your body? And if I'm doing that, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Then it's a big sign that, yeah, you're not enough grounded and centered with your energy in your body. And that's number one. The second sign is, and it basically is connected to the first one, is like, do you have a very clear picture of yourself in space? Do you feel yourself in space? Do you know where your head is? Do you know where your back is? Your shoulders and arms and hands? So you have like a clear picture. If you close your eyes, do you feel yourself here in space? Do you feel yourself clearly? And if not, then yeah, you're probably not connected enough. And also now, because you're more in tune with your body now, do you feel your awareness? Your energy is mostly up in your head, so you feel like there is more energy here, and I know this very well. It's another sign of you. There's more potential for you to be more deeper connected to your body. And sign number 4, obviously, is the roller coaster in your mind. We all know this very well, right? We have consumed so many information. There's so many information coming in, so many to-dos, and if we're in kind of like this washing machine going on, it's like a never-ending loop. Whatever you accomplish, whatever you finish, there's another task and another task and another task. And in my personal experience, when I really come down to my body and being more anchored, this thing stops. But if this is going on, that's a huge sign of like not enough connected. And there might also be kind of like an addiction to this external information and kind of like feeding this thing constantly. So you really have to be honest, brutally honest with yourself and check in. So number 5 is that, and I already mentioned this, that you accomplished so many things in your life already. And maybe you're already living what you thought is your dream life. And maybe you live in a beautiful place like me. I live in Bali. And still you're like, something is missing. Maybe if I accomplish that or this, then finally I feel good. But I can tell you what's really missing is you don't feel your life. And the life is here in your body. And honestly, your mind, when I share this information, would not get it. Like, life, what? My life is my friends, my family, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, try to feel it. It's like the life. Like, you have a living body. Life is your body. And through this body, you basically receive life. But the magic of your life, the magic that you are, is down here. And we haven't tapped into the full potential, into what's actually possible. And I'm sure there's so much more. Believe me, I practice every day and I'm very much in tune, but I know I barely touched what I'm capable of, barely touched what I can discover. And it's a journey of a lifetime. But still you feel immediate changes when you really tune in. And Number 6 is, and that's a big point, and that's, number 6, very big important point is, and now I'm coming back to all these workshop retreats, and maybe you're also facilitating workshops or events or whatever. So it's about not just shining and being this person that you want to be and that you want to, present to others while recording a video, while being on stage, while facilitating the workshops. For me, it's all about, are you this goddess? Are you whatever you created in your mind and all these small and so seemingly mundane moments in your life, the small moments that might be boring, the small moments of you waiting in line, the small moments of you just sitting at a table waiting for food, all these moments. And then the question is, maybe you feel your body and you're connected to yourself in these bigger events in where somebody set a frame or you set a frame. But are you really in contact with your body in these moments? And it's really about, questioning yourself. Are you in contact with your body in these small moments in life? And if you say like, not really, there's many times I forget, then that's a huge sign. And also the possibility of immediately you can change that, right? By tuning in, using these moments. What if these moments that seem so small might be the moments that actually change your life? And I highly believe that. And the last one, number 7, is that you actually struggle to feel your body when you are in connection with the world. So it's like when you have your eyes open and you kind of like look around in the room, so it feels like, oh, I actually lose the connection to my body. That's another very, very huge sign of, you might need to practice a bit more of embodiment work, a bit more coming back to the body. And I have talked to spiritual teachers, and they struggled with this because I was giving them sessions, and it was like, so they're doing really good in these moments of like, we're coming together, we doing a workshop event, we're having these altered conscious states in a group. But then what about like small daily life moments and you being in contact with yourself? And just, feel your body. And now I keep repeating myself, but at the end, all these points that I just shared with you, always coming back to this one point of you being anchored and centered in your body and practicing this, and then you give your attention to other places, but you're not leaving your body, you're staying, and this is your energy in your body, and this is being embodied. And then when you do this, then there is the potential of, and here comes the magic, is like, then if you practice this, you really start living life, a life beyond just your 5 senses. No, you have a chance of then really being connected to the unseen world, to the unseen realms of life, and you feel things just through your body, through your knowing, and then the body becomes your guide, your teacher, your guru, and you don't need anything else. You don't need any advice, because you know it, you feel it through your whole being. And this is what we practice. We come back down to our wholeness, and that is what I want to share with you and really highlight. This is what you're looking for. You really want to come back into your wholeness. And I'm not sure if I finished the story at the beginning, so it's really about, if you create this high picture of yourself in your mind, and you have this ideal of yourself, and then your body is not on board with your mind, and your body has this suppressed way of moving, and you're not living yourself fully and expressively, so then just by sheer willpower, you will not change into this magnifique, I can't say this word right now, goddess that you would like to become, because it's so ingrained in your fascia, in your bones, in your cells, in your ligaments, that you really have to gradually relax the body, open up to this full expression. And your nervous system has to feel it's safe to express yourself, right? Because you felt at some point it's not safe to really express yourself in the fullest way. It's not safe to be you. And it's more safe to be socially accepted and be a part of this group, instead of really living what feels true to you. And I know we have heard this 1,000 times, right? And we all try this, but if we're stuck in our minds, then we don't realize how suppressed we are still in our body. And I have observed this by so many people, that whatever they share and have an idea and think of themselves does not match with the way they move and express, and trying to this picture they trying to create for themselves and for the world actually does not match with what they how they move. And so I believe it comes back to movement. So the way we move is like, when you're anchored in your center, your movement will be different. You will have more like dignity, you have more a sense of home and connection, and your perception shifts, and you will not hunched over, you will not feel, you will be more expressive, because you basically have more energy in your core that is kind of like lifting you up. And through being more grounded and centered in your body, also you will have a different expression. And I can read this very well. I can see this in people. I know if what they share about themselves does fit with the way they move. And yeah, if you want to dive into a practice with me, stay for the next video here and practice with me, coming back to the body. I give you a beautiful guided practice, a bit more insights, and I say thank you for watching this video, staying with me here until the end, being so open to listen to me. Thank you for your trust, thank you for your curiosity, and I wish you a beautiful journey in discovering your body even more. I hope that it was enlightening for you, and I say much love and bye for now.